I know it's early for my live videos, so this clearly will not be live in pajamas because I'm not in my pajamas yet. I'm just sitting here. I have a couple hours before I have to be anywhere. I have play rehearsal later, and since I really haven't been having time at night to go live, I thought, well, I would just go ahead and make a short live video because I haven't gone live for a while. And I've been wanting to, like, I've made some other videos, but the other videos that I make, sometimes I do that when I don't really have the energy to go live, because it takes so much more energy when you go live, because you're interacting with people and stuff. What's up, Chuck? So anyway, like I said, I've just been real busy. My other son moved back. Hey, my other son moved back in with me. So, I'm in this little bitty house, and I had said, look, I don't have room for you. I just need you to stay where you're at. Because I'm in like this little bitty house, and like me and my one son and my two dogs are like all on top of each other now. But my son came over and he was like, look, I'm just going to sleep in my car because Dad put me out of the house. And I was like, oh, God. And I knew it was coming because it's been kind of like building between the two of them. Like they just were not getting along at all. Hey. So I was like, no, I'll make room for you. I'm not going to let you sleep in your car. The fuck? But the thing that was like crazy about it is that, the thing that's crazy about it is that when my son's dad put him out of the house, my ex-husband put him out of the house, there was kind of like a campaign where like his dad and his grandma were calling everybody on their side of the family, telling them, don't let him come stay here. And I was like, y'all didn't think I was going to let my son come live here? Like, I'm just going to let him sleep in a car? The fuck? It was just so many levels of just bullshit behind that situation, but I'm not going to really go into it. But let's just say, after the divorce, there was kind of like a campaign waged against me. A lot of shit was said that was like not true at all, and I just didn't need to defend myself. I said, you know what? It is what it is, and the truth will always come out in the end, because I know what I did and didn't do, and I know what kind of person I am, so I'm not even going to worry about the shit. So I feel like a lot of that had to play out for my son to like come to me and be like, that's why you left? That's why I should have left a long time ago, but now you know. But I just, my mom always told me, she said, don't ever, ever, ever badmouth your kid's dad to your kids. My kids have different dads, but I have never, even the ones that I really had all kinds of shit to say about, I just never did, because like I said, my mom said no good could come of it. So she said your kids will find out on their own, and that's pretty much what happened. But I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but I did. But I have been working for myself, y'all know, and I just love it because I have been expanding and growing Tracy Smell Goods. I added on even more scents this week and sprays, because y'all know, really, like, my incense is my bread and butter, but these sprays that I put out, these car sprays, I'm tell you what, they go like hotcakes. And people always like, can I get a deal? Or they always want to like not give me what I asked for them. And I'm like, do you realize like I could take all these sprays that I made up and leave out of here, and within an hour they all will be gone and people will give me exactly what I'm asking for them? So no. Now, after I get done selling to all the people that are trying to give me my asking price, if I have a few left, we'll see. I mean, we'll see, but you're definitely going to be at the bottom of the barrel. I'm not going to make you a priority. That's for damn sure. I'm just saying, but like I said, I've added on even more scents, and I plan on adding on even more scents next week. I've been working on packaging and labeling for like, my different natural beauty products and my homeopathic healing products. Like, I make like all my own medicines, like from like teas to tinctures to elixirs to smoke blends to creams, balms, salves, all that. I mean, I don't use no medicines whatsoever, nothing from a doctor. I make it all myself. Everything's natural. So I'm starting to kind of get off into that, where I'd like to start making some of those available to sell to people, especially like my anti-aging cream. People are always asking me about that. Or like my tallow balm that I make, which is really good for like lightening spots and, wrinkles, stuff like that. So that's pretty much been my focus. Then I am involved in a play right now with the Alley Theater, Taming of the Shrew. It's a Shakespeare play. So that'll be, I think it's like the 14th, 15th, and 16th. So you guys definitely will have to come and see me. I have play rehearsal like almost every night, so it's really had me tied up. And then my son, he's doing a high school program online, because my kids are homeschooled, so I've been trying to help him get through that. So I've been pretty tied up, but my thing is I'm just working on balance right now. Because I've been in this house doing yoga, I've been swimming, I've been walking, I've been reading, I've been meditating, I've been listening to music, I've been doing all of these really relaxing, wonderful, beautiful things. Oh my God, it's been amazing. I mean, like, I've just been so blissful. Well, then yesterday, and understand, I quit drinking. Y'all know I had talked about it, but the last live video I did, I think it was the last one, or the one before that, I was so drunk. I was so trashed. It was just, I had overdrank. It was just like, I was bored, and I was like, well, I like my wine, so I'm just going to sit here and drink. Before you know it, I had drank like a whole bottle and a half, and usually I have a pretty high tolerance, but I don't know what happened to that day, but I was like, so if y'all saw that video, I was so fucked up, I couldn't even talk. I think it was like either the last one or the one before that. And I like threw up all night long. Like woke up, just puke everywhere. I said, oh no, I can't do this anymore. So I haven't drank in a little over 2 weeks. And I'm trying not to. I mean, later on, if I can drink like a glass of wine or whatever, I'm all right with it. But it was a situation where I had to kind of get control over myself, because I was just doing, like, just overdoing shit. And my focus has been not to need anything or anyone outside of myself. So even with like weed smoking, I mean, I've like cut back considerably. Like I used to smoke all day, morning, noon, night, and now I mean like maybe every 2 or 3 days, maybe a little something. But what I'm trying to get into, the habit of not needing it. I mean, if it's something I want to do and it's here, it's available, whatever. If not, oh well, it is what it is. So I'm just trying to not need anything. I haven't vaped in 2 days and I've been so fucking grumpy. I have. I mean, I've been really, really uptight. Yeah, it just cut out a little bit. But what I said was I haven't vaped in 2 days. I've been very, very grumpy. I went to Muncie yesterday to handle some business, and I got up yesterday. It was kind of hectic. I had to go to UPS. I had to get my oils. I had to pay some bills. I just had a lot of shit I had to do yesterday. And then I'm like rushing around, and it got to me because I've been so zen lately that just that hustle bustle just stressed me the fuck out. Plus I hadn't vaped either, and I haven't smoked that much weed. So I got all worked up, and I said, whoa, what is going on? This is crazy, because I haven't been in this energy since I was working in that hellhole. I mean, ever since getting fired was the best damn thing that ever happened to me. I have so much peace and bliss and joy in my life. I have people like friends or former co-workers that, I'm all right. I will keep in contact with y'all, and remind me to get back to my story. But I will keep in contact with y'all, but do not, under any circumstances, bring up any bullshit about that fucking place, because I'm so done with that damn place. And I don't want the stress of it no damn more. No, it's bad enough I had a real bad dream about him the other night. And remind me to get back to what I was talking about, because I'm like totally off subject. But the other night I had a dream. Now I was up in my working again. I don't know why, because I don't work there anymore, but for some damn reason I was on the schedule. You know how dreams don't make any damn sense. And so I walked in, I was like, God, I can't believe I have to fucking work in this place. Got on a register, and no sooner than that happened, customers were rude as fuck. The fucking belt broke. I was waiting for someone to come over and help me. It was just stress, 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 stress. I finally called somebody, got them to come over. I'm like, for one thing, why am I even here? That's like the main thing I want to ask you. Why am I even here? Second of all, can you just fix it? Like, shit. It was like, I was like all stressed out even in my dream. And I finally looked up at the customers in line. I said, I'm so sorry, but I'm about to walk out. I just want to apologize in advance, but I'm about to walk out and leave y'all like just like this right now because I'm going. So that was my crazy dream. Oh, and then in the dream, on my way out the door, I was like all flipping people off, like fuck y'all and all this kind of stuff because you know how dreams, you just be all badass. And somehow I ended up in my dream, this is a dream, if you're just joining the video, ended up at the back of the store. I don't know how. And when I was at the back of the store, there was this big, beautiful lake with swans and doves and, ducks and geese. And everyone was happy and joyful. And everybody was sitting around with picnic baskets. And I'm like, what is this place? It's like paradise. And one of my former co-workers was like, oh, I've been telling you this was back here, Tracy. And then I woke up. So that was my crazy dream I had about fucking Meyer. But anyway... Fuck Meyer. Y'all know every video now I've been like, fuck Meyer. That was the best thing ever happened to me, though. I'm so glad to be out of that place. So if you are a former coworker or friend, I will stay in contact with you as long as you do not bring up work. Because I'm not trying to hear the shit. Oh, so I was in Muncie. I'm back to my story again. I got all the way off track. But I was all hustle, bustle, hustle, bustle, hustle, bustle. And I got really stressed out, and I'm like, whoa, I haven't been in this energy since I was working in that hellhole. Why am I so anxious? And I was like, I need to slow down because I'm out here rushing. I got all the time in the world. And it's not like I have to hurry up and get back to Anderson because I have to go to work or nothing like that. I can take my time. So I paid my bills, went to the store, did all that kind of stuff, slowed down, just kind of started breathing and focused on like what was happening at the moment, because I have found I have been trying to keep my thoughts clear, and I have been trying to be present in like the current moment is what I've been working on. And that involves really being mindful and monitoring my thoughts. So no sooner than stressful thoughts because basically I've been listening to The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which, oh my God, is like changed my life. Basically, he said that whenever we feel anxious, it's because we're worried about the future. Whenever we feel sad or guilt or shame or anything like that, it's normally from the past. Because when you're real present and real focused on the here and now, you don't have any of that shit. But it's basically, if you think about it, like right now, where you're sitting at right now, do you have any problems? Like right now. You really don't, because any problems that you really have most of the time, we're like anticipating or, it's almost like you conjure them up, you manifest them because you focus on them so much. So I've been real present on like what is happening in the moment. So as soon as I start getting real, like, overthinking, I overthink everything. I'm always like, what do I have to do? I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to plan this, I have to plan that. Stop. You know what you have to do. You already know because you've already got Post-its all over the refrigerator because I'm real OCD about it. So why obsess about it? Why worry about it? Why replay it over and over again in your head? You know what you have to do. You're going to do it. Focus on now. So what I've been doing is, like, when I'm driving, I make sure I look. You know how you get from point A to point B? Sometimes you're like, I don't even remember driving here because I was so in my head the whole time. So now I'm like, okay, I'm going to look around. I'm going to notice things. I'm going to pay attention to stuff. If my mind starts drifting off and I start focusing on all the shit I have to do or worrying about stuff that's already happened or anything like that, what I do is I redirect myself. I feel like where I'm sitting at. Merlin is doing so wonderful. Let me tell you, Merlin is my turtle, and I got him from Michelle. I really worried though, because like the first 3-4 days, he really did not eat that good for me. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? He didn't want me to touch him. He didn't want to eat from me. And then finally, on like the 5th day, or 4th day or whatever, 5th day, I cleaned out his aquarium real good. I put him in the little container you gave me. I cleaned out his aquarium real good, got the water just like you said, put the brick back in and put him in there. And I don't know, but that seemed to like do it for him. Because now he's eating. Now he likes me. He wants me to touch him. He likes for me to look at him and talk to him. I don't know if that's what I needed to do to make this turtle trust me, because he wouldn't eat anything I put in the damn aquarium until I did that. But now he's cool. I'm going to tell you what, it scared the shit out of me the other night because, and I feel like I manifested this because I was so worried about it. For like 2 days, I kept thinking, damn, I need to go get some heat lamp bulbs. I need to go get some heat lamp bulbs. And I've been knowing I needed to. And I was laying in bed the other night. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be a fucking disaster if this damn bulb went out in the middle of the night? So I just happened to miss play practice the other night because I wasn't feeling good. And I had gone in the bedroom. Everything was fine. I went back in there for something else. And it was dark. I went, and I felt the water. It was cold. I said, fuck. So I hauled balls. It was like 8:30 at night all the way out to PetSmart. And I said, I want 2. That way I always have a spare, because I was so scared that shit was going to happen again, because like he was cold. He had his little head in the shell and everything. So I was like, no. But yeah, Merlin is doing real good. But what I was saying, I was talking about, like, whenever thoughts come up, I try to redirect myself. I'll like focus on, yeah, I should have got them shit. Those damn things were $20 a piece. I should have gotten them, because I was like, damn, but I have 2 now. Well, I'll be in Muncie tomorrow. I'd be happy, come get them. I'll get a hold of you. But yeah, when I'm trying to like stay real focused on the here and now, like I said, I look around, I'm like, and I try to take in all my surroundings. I try to use my senses, because then my mind starts drifting off again. Man, do you know how hard it is to be mindful of your thoughts, to be present? Because, you know, I talk all the time about time being an illusion, and it really is. I'll inbox you after my video. But Eckhart Tolle, like I said, you know, I've read a lot of books over the past 3 years, but The Power of Now is just amazing. And my thing is, he talks about there's actual time. You know, and sometimes you have to talk about time. Like if you have an appointment or whatever, then you have to be concerned with time. But he talks about something called psychological time. Psychological time is whenever you have any type of emotions or stress or anything attached to any past events. Or a lot of people live where they're like, okay, God, if I could just make more money, then I'd be happy. Or if I just get to this vacation, I'll be happy. Or if I can just have this day off, I'll be happy. And then that day comes and you're still like, well, I mean, it's all right, but you know, until the next vacation, and then I could be happy. And like, you're not really living at all when you do that. So I like, don't do that at all anymore. I'm like very focused on the here now, very focused, you know, you hear people all the time, oh, I just can't wait to have this time. I don't know. I'll check the box when I get done. I know that I got the 75 watt. They say 75 watt, but I'll definitely see if I can get this from you tomorrow. Oh, but like I said, as far as like people not living, you know, people always living for tomorrow. That's the reason why, you know, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, I can't wait for this or I can't wait for that. No, you need to be present like today in the here and now. And I'm not even saying that because, oh, life is so short and all this. I'm not trying to get into that energy of live life today because you could be gone tomorrow, because the souls were eternal. You know, there have been other lives. There's going to continue to be lives. The soul never dies. The body might die, but the soul never dies. So I don't even look at it in terms of like a short life, because really, when a soul has been around as long as it has, I mean, you know, one particular body that you happen to be in is just a drop in the bucket, basically. So when I say live in the here and now and enjoy each day to its fullest, I'm not saying that because, oh, you could be gone tomorrow, because I don't worry about that. I'm not scared of death. That doesn't bother me at all. But what I'm saying is, I mean, start living. Live now. Live your life, because I mean, you're just wasting away. And then, you know, a lot of times we'll sit around and we'll be anxious about the future, and we create our own problems, because whatever we focus on grows. So if you're sitting here worrying about something that might happen, guess what? It probably will happen. Just like I was laying in bed the other night, like, oh, damn, this heat lamp bulb's going to go out soon. And like, I promise you, not even 24 hours later, it did. I said, damn. So, you know, I was worried about it, and I created that problem, you know. I know at one time I was thinking about putting together a whole hazard kit for like my trunk. Like, I want to have everything in case something goes wrong. I'm anticipating having problems. I mean, that just conjures them up. It just manifests them. So how about if I just stay real positive and I focus on creating goodness and creating good things in my life, which I really have been. Like I said, my life has been so whole and so complete lately. I have been so completely happy and blissful and peaceful. And now where I'm at right now is I'm just basically trying to ground that energy, and I'm trying to not rely on substances, not use crutches, but actually being very conscious of my own thoughts, and making sure I'm very mindful of where my mind is at, so that I know what I am creating in the future, which I'm not worried about because I'm living in the now. But I'm just saying, by vibrations and by the law of attraction, you send out signals into the universe of whatever you're focused on. So I want to make sure I'm not focused on any bullshit. So I've been real mindful of that, is all I'm saying. But as said, I do yoga in the morning, or I've been swimming. I've been walking. I've been reading so many good books. Like, oh my God, I've got like a reading list so long right now. Like, I can't wait. The next thing I'm reading is Mooji. He's another spiritual teacher that I'm going to check out after I get done with Eckhart Tolle. But basically, like I said, I'm really just trying to be more mindful and being more conscious, because whenever a thought comes up, that thought can produce an emotion. And then before you know it, you know, you're in an energy that you don't want to be in. So, you know, whenever something comes up that I feel, I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from, I guarantee you I thought this up. I guarantee you this is something I conjured up. My crazy fear-based ego energy came up with a problem that I didn't even have, and now I'm sitting here scared it's going to happen, and I have emotions attached to it. Where the fuck did it come from? So that's what I've been doing. But I've been really, really happy. Oh, this is the other thing. What's up, Miss Margie? This is the other thing. Like, everybody thinks that I should be with a man, or I should be having sex with a guy, or, you know, just all this kind of shit. Like, I am single and I'm happy. Like, don't be, you know, like earlier today I was on this post somebody had made, and I had said something about, you know, abstinence for like the past 5 months or whatever. And they're like, what? You are too? You need to get out there and enjoy yourself. I'm very choosy, and I do not sleep around with just anybody. And I'm just not. And I'm perfectly happy and content here in my house. Hey, what's up? By myself, with my turtle and my fish and my 2 dogs and my sons and my plants and all my things, because I like my things. And I'm happy here. I got my candles, my record player, my lava lamps, and I put some Chinese paper lanterns in here, which was just the touch that I needed, I'm telling you. And I'm perfectly happy. I mean, it's hard for me to share my space with anybody. Like, I'm just very private. I'm very introverted. I like my time alone. It's been really hard since my son moved in with me, because my youngest son, he and I don't bother each other at all. Like, we just completely, he stays in that part of the house, I stay in this part of the house, and we just have an understanding. But my other son moved in with me, and it's hard for me to, like, I'm kind of stingy with my shit. So, like, I'll walk in here and he'll have my charger. I'm like, whoa, where's yours? I knew you had one. Well, I don't know where it is. Well, I don't need you losing my shit. Why, go get yours. This is mine. I like my stuff. Don't mess with my stuff. I mean, I'm just real funny. Don't mess with my things. You know, like yesterday, he took a couple of my real good coffee cups, the portable ones, to his job. And I was like, oh, you make sure that shit gets back in this house, because I like my stuff. Don't mess with it. So just that, and like, you know, having an extra person in here, we got one little bathroom. So, I mean, you know, I'm cramped a little, my style's cramped a little bit, but I'll make it work. It's just, I'm set in my ways. I don't like to share. I like my alone time. But, you know, what I'm saying is, I'm playing with the fringe on my boots. I love these damn things, man. I'm in love with these boots. I got these boots like a couple months ago, but like, it's been too nasty to wear them. Hold on. I love these. I'm playing with the fringe. I love these damn things. I love them. I've had them in the package. I got them a couple months ago, but you know, it's been too nasty out there to wear these. I was just going to leave them in the package and not even take them out. Just look at them. And I said, okay, it's dry out there today. I took suede spray, the like waterproof stuff, and covered them up a couple times with that, because I was like, no, we are not messing up the boots. So I can't remember what the fuck I was saying. Glass of wine, no. I have not drank since that damn video, Miss Margie. I threw up all night. I was never so drunk in my life. And I don't even know how, because I can usually put them down, like as far as glasses of wine, but I was so drunk. I literally passed out in this damn chair. I could not even get to the bathroom. I threw up all over myself in this chair all night long. I was sick as a dog the next day. I said, never again. So I haven't drank since then. That was my low point. I said no. And I haven't vaped in 2 days, and I've been real irritable, but I'm just trying to make it without crutches. I don't want any crutches. I don't want to need anything outside of myself. I mean, it's one thing to do it, to drink a glass of wine every now and then, but I just was getting to where I needed it. And I don't want anything that I have to need, because it's not a good feeling when you need something like that. You know, anybody who struggles with any type of addictions know what I'm talking about. It's just not a good feeling, and I don't like it. I don't want to be in that energy. I've had addictions and codependencies to people, and this is probably the last thing I'm going to say. But you know, a lot of times I'm learning a lot about love, and especially about self-love. You know, a lot of times people are like, oh, go out there and get you a manicure or a pedicure, and not showing yourself self-love. You know, I've been buying myself flowers every week, and I was like, oh, this is self-love. Really, I mean, I am being kind to myself. I am doing things for myself that way I don't need anybody else to. I mean, I do stuff for myself that, I don't need anybody else, basically, because I'm doing it for me. But the thing is with that is that a lot of times when people are in a situation or so-called in love, they're actually dependent or addicted to that person. It's actually more of an addiction than it is love. Because true self-love is when you accept and love yourself unconditionally, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, I'm not saying don't improve on areas, just like yesterday. Because whatever you resist persists. So basically yesterday I was like, all right, you know what I have found out about myself? When I get overwhelmed, I turn into a real bitch and I get real grumpy. Okay, I understand this about myself, so I understand I have that limit. I don't like to have limits, but I do. So what can I do is I cannot schedule or plan a whole bunch of shit in one day, because I know I'm going to get overwhelmed and I'm not going to like that feeling. So I need to take it slow. So I understand and I accept that about myself, and although it's something that I'm aware of and I'm going to try to improve on, I accept and I love that about myself anyway. That is unconditional love, loving and accepting yourself exactly how you are. Okay? And so a lot of times when people, and you can't love anybody else unless you love yourself first. And that includes self-care, that includes self-acceptance. Like I said, it's just so much to it, but mostly being who you are as a person and not feeling like you have to wear any mask or put on any fronts whatsoever for other people, but being your authentic self and being happy about being yourself, because you know what? You love yourself just the way that you are. That is how we learn love, is by loving ourselves first. Well, when you get involved in a relationship and you find yourself having to change for that person, or you're trying to qualify or earn their love, oh, I'm going to change, I'm going to do this, that, or whatever else. No, true love comes from actually accepting each other exactly how you are, flaws and all. I'm not saying, you don't strive to do better, but basically, when you actually accept flaws in another person, a lot of times that shit will get out of the way, because once you accept it and you stop resisting, stop fighting against it, stop trying to change people, and you accept them and love them unconditionally, a lot of times that'll motivate them to change on their own. You didn't even have to do anything. I'm just saying, because like I said, what you resist persists, and that is metaphysics, basic metaphysics. When you stop resisting, it can get on out of the way. Otherwise, you've anchored it, kept it in your reality way longer than it needed to be here, is all I'm saying. I've been doing a lot, like I said, doing a lot of spiritual reading and studying. And, a lot of people don't even realize that human beings are not even monogamous by nature. I think there's only like 2 or 3 creatures on the planet that are monogamous. I'm not saying, go out here free love, polyamory, or whatever like that. I'm not promoting that. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times we get into relationships, we just want to own somebody. We want to possess them. You are mine. You're not allowed to talk to anybody else whatsoever, period. And I don't know about anybody else, but when I have rules, I tend to be a little contrary. If I had freedom and I had choices, do you trust me to make the right choice? And, I'm not putting any judgment on what's a right choice or what's a wrong choice, but I'm just saying, I don't do well with a lot of rules. Just let me, be free, and just know that I'm going to do what's right. So, I'm trying to get away from saying right or wrong. There's really not another word I can use for that, because that's the other thing. That's a whole other video. But I'm trying to get away from any type of opposites, because it's duality, but that's the next video. But just know I'm working very, very hard on being present, being grounded, and being mindful of my thoughts. And it's just exhausting. But I have to go to play practice here in a little bit. I've been so nervous about it, and I finally told myself yesterday, you know what, I'm doing this for fun. This is something I'm doing for fun. This is a hobby. Stop taking it so seriously, Tracy, and have fun. Oh, thank you. My son earlier, my younger sons, they were like, they really don't know anything about me in my younger days. My older kids are like, yeah, my mom's an OG. They'll tell you. But my babies, they've been real isolated and real protected, and they don't know nothing about mom's past. So my son, it was kind of funny though. My son came in the bathroom earlier and he said, "Is that a bandana?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "How'd you even know how to tie it like that?" I said, "What?" I said, "I'm an OG. I thought you knew." He said, "Yeah, right." But he looked at me like he kind of wondered, was I telling the truth? I said, "Well, I like my pink. I got my pink boots on, my pink sweater, my pink bandana. So it's either pink or yellow. Yellow's my new pink. I either wear all yellow or all pink all the time." But anyway, I'm going to go check on this turtle bulb so I can text this girl back, because I'm real worried about it. That I want to make sure I got the right bulb, because I've been so, oh, thank you. I've been so worried about my turtle. I love my turtle. His name's Merlin. But anyway, I've got play rehearsal later. Remember, y'all check it out. I'll share the link again on my page, and you guys will have to come check out at the Alley Theater Taming of the Shrew. I am performing in it. It's my first play ever. But I'm not going to be nervous. I am just going to relax and have fun and stop worrying about it.